Good. Okay, here we go. Friends of Epiphany, a year ago I drove onto this campus for the first time as principal. I remember the date. It was June 15th. I remember the feeling, and I remember thinking, before I made any decisions, before I changed any traditions, before I added or subtracted a single thing from this community, I needed to listen. So, that's what year one has been, a listening year. I've watched the families who love this school, and there's many. I've learned the rhythms of chapel and graduation and music programs and the small daily moments that taken together are what Epiphany actually is. I've said yes to new ideas, knowing that you'll learn what a place really is by watching how it handles both what is familiar and what is not, and what is new. I've prayed alongside teachers who pour themselves into students, who won't fully realize what they've been given until much, much later. I've sat in church council meetings, PTO meetings, parent-teacher conferences, and I've done a lot of listening. What I have to say at the end of this first year is simply, thank you, Epiphany. Thank you to the families who trusted me with a school you have built across decades. Thank you to a faculty that welcomed me with patience while I found my footing. Thank you to the Epiphany congregation that has held this school in prayer through a year of transition. Thank you to the volunteers who showed up for middle school dances and murder mystery parties and a pumpkin patch and graduations and never asked for credit. Thank you to the donors, named and unnamed, whose generosity made it possible to do this work without compromise. The Lord's hand has been on this place in ways too many to name. I've seen it in classrooms. I've seen it in the hallways. I've seen it in the quiet faithfulness of people who serve without being noticed. I will spend a long time thanking God for this year. And I want to say one more thing because it's true and because it really matters. This community is generous. Not just with money, though you have been. Not just with time, though you have given it freely. You've been generous with grace. You've welcomed a new principal with the kind of patience that lets a person find his feet. You've given me a year. And what I've learned in this year is that I serve a school whose roots go very deep into something much bigger than any of us. We will spend next year and the years that follow building on those very roots. Thank you for a beautiful first year. May the Lord continue to bless Epiphany and the community that surrounds it in the year ahead. Have a wonderful summer. Stay safe, soak up some rays, get to the beach, throw a frisbee, put your feet up and eat Cheetos, and you know what? We at Epiphany, we can't wait to welcome you back in August. God's peace.
That was the one.